Okay, a very good afternoon to all of you. I'm so happy to see all of you finally. And today, I'd like to welcome you, all of you, to take your time to tune in and to watch this special webinar session that we are holding. We are shooting it live in Zurich City. And let me introduce you who are our hosts for today. Now, we have three of us, myself, Dominic, and then we have Anita. Anita is already going to stand by. She has a lot of things exciting. Please do stay to the end because we have a lot of exciting things going on. Some surprises also. So do stay tuned to the end. You will be really overwhelmed by today's session. And then we also have my colleague, Jennifer. She will also share with you some interesting insights, some additional new things. I won't tell you what is it. You have to watch, and then she would update you guys later on. So please, I encourage you not to leave. Please do stay to the end. I will now gladly hand over to Anita. Are you ready, Anita?
Yes, I am ready. And we were dancing before, so who cannot be ready after dancing like that? So hello, everyone, and welcome to Zurich. I'm very happy to welcome you this morning. It's a beautiful morning here in Zurich. Very nice temperature. It's about 20 degrees, so it's not too hot, not cold. At least for me, it's not cold. I don't know, for you, maybe 20 degrees is already quite cold. So for today's webinar, we decided to do a city tour in Zurich. So as you can see, I'm now standing by the river Limmat, which flows right in the middle of the old town. So I will start with saying that I'm not an official tour guide. I am the area manager for Southeast Asia at Zurich Tourism, and I will present Zurich as I know it myself. So I don't know everything about history in Zurich. I don't know every single detail, but I will today I would like to show you some curiosities about Zurich, some fun facts about the city, and some things that maybe you don't know yet. So I'm very excited. Thank you very much for having joined this webinar. And I would say, let's get started. So today I will go on a tour that's a different kind of tour than the usual one that we do in the old town, because we will be mostly around the lake of Zurich. So as I was saying, right now I'm standing by the river Limmat on a bridge that's called the Quai, which is one actually of the most famous tourist attractions in Zurich because of the magnificent view on the old town on this side. So we can see some of the main churches of the city. We can see the Grossmünster on the right-hand side. I'm not sure if it's right for you as well, but on this side is the Grossmünster. On the other side, we have the Fraumünster and the St. Peter's Church. On the other side, right now, a tram is passing, but behind the tram, maybe you will see it shortly, there is the Lake of Zurich. So it's one of the favorite bridges for taking pictures because on both sides we have magnificent views. And I would like to point out this small kind of island that you can see here. This is called the Bauschänzli. It's an artificial island in the middle of the river Limmat that was built quite a long time ago. It was part of the first fortifications of the city of Zurich. And the Bauschänzli today is a beer garden. So it's restaurants, it's possible to have a meal, to have a drink, of course, with magnificent views on the old town of Zurich. And what I really like about it, beer is a very famous drink, especially in Germany. So during the Oktoberfest in Germany, we also have a small Oktoberfest here on the Bauschänzli. So it's also possible, for example, to reserve the Bauschänzli for private events, which I think it's amazing because it's a very, very beautiful location. Right behind the Bauschänzli, we also have the Frauenbadi, which is a body or a swimming area that's exclusive for women. So only for women can enter during the day in this swimming area. So it's especially made for women. And the reason why it's for women is it's an historical place. So already more than 100 years ago, they started it because not all the houses in Zurich used to have running water to wash themselves. So the ladies needed, of course, a place to go and wash themselves. And that's why they created these swimming areas only for ladies. And today, as historical thing is still there. We also have in Zurich a swimming area that is exclusively for males. So we don't forget anybody. And that's also historically, it's on the Schanzengraben, which is another river that I will show you afterwards. Now I am moving quickly, or not so quickly, towards the Bürkliplatz. Bürkliplatz is one of the most famous squares in Zurich because there is a beautiful weekly market. But while I'm moving there, I will tell you some general information about the city. So I'm sure that most of you already know Zurich because it's, of course, Switzerland's biggest city. So it's quite famous. And we have about, in the city, 430,000 people living here. And what I really like about it is that about 25 to 30% of the people living in Zurich are actually expats. So people coming from abroad. So it's a very high percentage compared to other cities in Europe, of people from abroad living in the city. So it's a very multicultural city. And this, of course, also comes with a lot of restaurants from all over the world. So we have restaurants, for example, I know there is a Malaysian restaurant. We have a lot of Thai restaurants, Indonesian restaurants as well. So because we have so many people from abroad living in Zurich, we also have a lot of different cuisines. It's a very, very nice mix of culture. And of course, the language, the official language in Zurich is German. The Swiss German people would also speak the Swiss German dialect, but it's very easy to get around with English because everybody also speaks English in the city, or mostly everybody speaks English as well. So it's really easy to get around with English only. Now I have arrived at the square Bürkliplatz. Yes, the best sausages are available in Zurich, that's correct. We call them Bratwürst in German. So now I arrived at the Bürkliplatz. Today it's quite empty, but you have to imagine, I will try to switch the camera. You have to imagine that during the weekly market, there is 2 times a week on the Tuesday and Friday morning. This square is completely full of a market, and there are a lot of food stands with vegetables from the region and a lot of local products, for example, also cheese. There are a lot of flower stands, which is very nice. And in other days, what I really like about this square, well, for the summer when it's very hot, as you can see, there are a lot of trees in the square. So there is a lot of shade. We have a small cafe over there. And this pavilion, I like it so much. Right now it's empty, but very often during the evenings, the Zurich people just come here to this pavilion and they start dancing. So it's like a dancing area, and it's not official. So everybody can just come here. They put some music. There are some people, for example, giving tango lessons. So outside, I will answer, since I see the questions popping up, I will answer the questions that come because we are being very spontaneous today. So the question was if the people in Zurich don't wear a mask now during the pandemic. And so outside, it's not compulsory. So we can go around outside without the mask. And in indoor places and in public transportation, we still have to wear the mask. It's compulsory there. But outside, when there are not many big gatherings, we can just go around without the mask, which is really nice because, as you know, the air in Switzerland is really pure and very good to breathe. So we were very happy when they removed the compulsory mask outside. Now I have come to another small curiosity. I don't think this is something that usually people would explain to tourists, but I find it quite interesting. This small house over here is the first public toilet of Zurich. So it was built around the 1893, if I'm not mistaken. So it's more than 100 years old. And since then, we have a very, very big amount of public toilets in the city of Zurich. And I would like to show you a map that the city of Zurich has created. No, that's the wrong one. Sorry. I will share my screen. No. Okay, so here we have this map. I think you should see it now. You can also see the red dots where I'm currently located. But on this map, this is a map, official map of the Zurich city, and they have everything that you can think about. They have a list here, so you can find, for example, all the bicycle rental places. You can find the parking spots. And what I wanted to show you is now the public toilet, if I can find them. There they are. As you can see, around the city, we have a lot of public toilets. Well, this is something special. There is also a special design for the public toilets in the city, not in this old one, but yes. So I will stop talking about toilets now. Other than the public toilets, we also have a lot of fountains in the city of Zurich. This is just one of them. In fact, we have in total about 1,200 fountains in the city of Zurich. And just to be clear, the water of the fountain does not come from the public toilet. It's actually very pure water. Most of these 1,200 fountains have drinkable water. So it's actually very delicious to drink. And that's why I always suggest to take a water bottle with you and just fill it in every fountain that you can find, because it's really, really good. Now I will continue, but I will show you also this road that I am about to cross, because I'm pretty sure that many, many people know this road. Just have to check that no tram is coming. And this road that I'm crossing right now is the famous Bahnhofstrasse. So the Bahnhofstrasse is the main shopping road of Zurich. And it's very famous because a lot of people know it as the most expensive road in the world, because there are all the famous international luxury boutiques, and it's one of the favorite spots for shopping in the city of Zurich. Just checking the time. Okay, so we still have some time. Now I am walking next to the garden of a very famous location in Zurich. It's a very famous hotel, actually. Maybe some of you know it. It's the Borolak. And I will not talk about the meeting locations that they have at the Borolak or this kind of information, but I would like to tell you about something quite special in the Borolak that I find it's a curiosity that I think very few people know, but I would like to show it to you. Well, first of all, I will turn the camera. So you can see this is the garden of the Hotel Borolak. So it's a very beautiful green garden right by the Lake of Zurich. But what I wanted to tell you, you see here they have also some beautiful roses. So what I wanted to tell you, the curiosity, maybe in the back over there, you see that there is kind of a white house. I'm not sure if you can see it well, but I prepared myself, so I will share a photo of it in a little bit bigger. So that's it. Basically, this is a beehive. It's a bee house. So there are bees, honeybees living in there. And I love it because they just made the bee house look like exactly like the Borolak Hotel. So I find it an amazing thing that they made this bee house here. So there are bees actually living in there, and they make honey that they also can sell in the Borolak Hotel. Oh, blank screen. So I will try to share it again. Sorry, now you're seeing probably a pillar. Okay, let me know if you can see it now. Is the screen still blank? Can somebody maybe tell me?
Blank.
It's still blank? Oh, that's a shame. But Dominic, were you able to see the map before of Zurich?
Before the map, yes, I saw the map, the one with the toilet.
Okay. So I will try this way. Okay, never mind. I will try just to share the screen like before then, and I will show the photo from there. Screen. Okay, So I have to find it. Okay, here it is. Now you can see it. Perfect.
Yes.
So this is the little bee house that I was talking about that they have here in the garden of the Borolak. And as I was saying, they have honeybees living inside this bee house. And I think it's just really amazing that a 5-star hotel, one of the most luxurious hotels in the city, decided to do something like this for the environment, because of course, bees are very important for the environment as well. Okay, so now I'll go back, stop sharing the screen, because I arrived at the next location, which is just next to the Borolak. And this is the Schanzengraben. Yes, it's a beach hotel, exactly. So that's why I like it so much. So this is the Schanzengraben. Very often people ask me how many rivers are flowing in the city of Zurich. And I find it always very hard to say, because, let me turn the camera so that you can see me. So I find it always very hard to say, because for me, this is also it's a river, but but in fact, it's not a river, but it was a channel that they built with the fortifications of the city. So nowadays, it flows until down so it comes out from the Lake of Zurich, and then it flows until the river Limmat, and it connects with the river. But it's possible, for example, there are people that do stand-up paddling on this river. There is a possibility of do canoeing on the river. So it's a very nice thing that you can do. And actually the male swimming area that I was talking about is on this river here. So it's also very clean water. You can swim in it. It's completely safe. And what I really like also is that if you follow the river until the end, there is a very nice path by the river Schanzengraben, and you can get to the main train station of Zurich. It takes about 20-25 minutes on foot, but it's a very, very quiet place because not so many people actually walk through here. So let's see, I will just check the time. Okay, so Jennifer, I know that you're supposed to take over here, but if it's okay, I will, because I see yesterday, so I will tell you, right? In the last few weeks, we had a lot of rain in Zurich. Yes, I'm using mobile and selfie stick for conducting the virtual tour. That's correct. So anyways, in the last few weeks, we had a lot of rain here in Zurich, and actually, I will not be able to pass, but there were some of the roads that are very near the water. They were full of water, so it was not possible to pass. As you can see here, I don't know if maybe it's a bit dark, but there is still some water on the floor, so I will not be able to pass. But this is a very nice pathways that would allow me to get to the other side of the big road. And as you can see, I am standing lower than the water, because this is the path where I'm standing, and that's the water. I don't know if you're able to understand well what I mean, but yes, so you can see also that the water is very nice color. I like it so much. Anyways, I will pass the words to Jennifer now, so she can take over for me, and I will see you afterwards in my next stop. So to you, Jennifer, from the Schanzengraben.
Thank you, Anita. So I will be kind of like the intermission. I will be sharing about destination wedding. So I take care of destination for Southeast Asia. Let me share my screen now. Just to give you an idea what Anita was talking about just now, look at all the stand-up paddling that's going on. So a lot of activities that you can actually conduct over in Zurich. So then I move on to destination wedding. So she mentioned a hotel just now as she passed. So I will mention as well, but maybe giving you a little bit of idea when we talk about Zurich and wedding related venues that you can look at to introduce your clients. You can go for a lot of variety, like historical hotels, museums, garden parks, of course, our castles in Zurich, and thematic restaurants. Winter is a really good element to bring your clients here to Switzerland as well. The mountains, and I'll keep the best for the last of the box, where we would share later what are the venues that you can actually think about. So the first one is Dode Grand. Dode Grand is, of course, a very historical hotel opened in 1989. 1899, so sorry. It's actually built by one of the renowned London architects. So that's why it transformed the hotel into a ultimate in luxury hotels. I think some of you actually mentioned in the chat that they have stayed in a few of our hotels in Zurich as well. So you will know how good it is. So over here, you have 176 spacious rooms, 2 Michelin stars restaurants, and a spa that's built with Japanese influence. So that would be a perfect spot to have your bridal showers, your wedding here too. So Dolder Grand is one to look out for when you're in Zurich. Another one is what Anita mentioned. Not really good with pronunciation, but help me with this, Anita.
It's called the Borolak.
Yes. So it's actually a tastefully modernized traditional 19th century city hotel. It's actually run by the 6th generation of the same family. So a hotel with a lot of history too. So it has its own park. So with regards to park weddings, it actually lends a fairy tale touch to the event. So you can actually tailor make your events with in-house chefs, wedding planners. So you're in good hands over here as well in Zurich. Then another interesting location is actually in a museum. So this place, Enya Tree Museum, is actually voted the most beautiful event location in Switzerland 2 years in succession. So this is actually a very famous landscape architect called Enzo Enzel. So he has 2 passions, trees and art. So there's more than 50 trees and many art sculptures over here. So there's basically 3 main areas that you can look at holding a wedding event. The showroom, which has a modern touch glass to it, orangery, which actually has a Victorian charm to that location, and the Tree Museum, which is actually a tea house. So when you look at this, you can actually have variety thematic theme of your wedding going on in this one location also. Another thing that we always get is there castles? Yes, there's a castle in Zurich. So the only person in Zurich that owns this castle is situated right in the middle of the city. It's actually previously belonged to a brewery family. So it's very interesting. It is from the 18th century as well. So it has gone through several decades and is also a perfect venue for those magnificent wedding events that you would like to hold. This is also a really good one over in Zurich too. Then we look at a restaurant. So thematic restaurant wise, over here in the city, it's an 18th century Rococo style. So it stands directly on the bank of the river Le Mart, which what Anita mentioned just now, overlooking Zurich's old town. So this is also a really good option for you too. Then we come to the season. I think a lot of people talk about what's different from Europe with Asia. It would be the winter. So the white winter wedding can be accomplished over here. So, and also don't forget the Christmas period in Zurich main station. There's the 16-meter Swarovski tree and night shopping. So everybody was talking about shopping as well. There's also the ski region surrounding Zurich. And of course, this winter scene showcasing Dolder Grand, which gives a different look and feel when you take photographs too. And how can we forget the home mountain of Zurich, Unterberg? So this is a car-free zone that you can actually have a lot of flexibility with regards to your photo takings too. So then I hope Anita is somewhere safe and all good already. Anita, are you there? Just to do a check. If not, do you guys have any questions with regards for Anita? Before I hand it over to Anita's side.
I think there was one question about how far is the castle from the city center.
Sorry, I was getting lost. I'm here. I'm back here. So it's the Schloss Silberg is about 20 minutes from the city center. So it's easily reachable also by public transportation. Okay, so it's back to me now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Then sorry, I just have to wear the mask in this case for now.
Yeah. So we had a question earlier on. One of the participants was asking that how come they didn't see you wear masks? So I think it's public transportation, you need to wear a mask.
Correct. And that's the reason why I'm wearing the mask right now, because there is a little surprise I will show you in a second. So I am actually on this live tour today. I'm going on a boat tour. So I will take you with me on the boat tour. I have also Wiebke next to me. She's from the Lake Zurich Navigation Company. Just a second, that I can show her to you. Hi. Here she is. And once we are settled on the boat, we will tell you some information about the Lake Zurich Navigation Company. So if you just give us a second to enter the boat, I can also show you a little bit how the boat looks like. Maybe Wiebke, you can go before me so you can take me to the right place where we want to settle down. Okay, so we are entering the boat. Grüezi. Okay, so about to go into the boat.
So I think we will go up to the first class to sit outside where we don't have to wear the mask.
Perfect. So we can go, we were going to go upstairs in the first class so that we can sit outside and we don't have to wear the mask. So you can see here is how the boat looks like from the inside. And Wiebke is being a very good guide, accompanying us to the right place.
So you can have lunch on the boat and dinner on the
Yes.
boat. You can have something.
Of course. Now Wiebke will explain everything to us.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see it's already very beautiful views on the lake. So here we are. We go in one next to the, like this. So I will settle you down now and then I will sit next to Wiebke so that you can see us both. Maybe I do like this. Well, first of all, let me show you the view that we have on Lake Zurich. There you go. Okay. So, all right. Now I can remove the mask. And here we are. So now we can say hi without the mask.
Hi, everybody.
So this is Wiebke. No, we are going to use the headset as a microphone because that's the only thing that actually works. But anyways, so since Wiebke is here, she's as I said from the Lake Zurich Navigation Company, and she's going to tell us some information about all the boat tours that's possible to do on Lake Zurich. So what can you tell us in general about the Lake Zurich Navigation Company?
Hey, first of all, it's clearing up, especially for you. We have fine weather now, and so it's the perfect time to take you with us on our short lake cruise, which takes 1.5 hours and which takes you to the most beautiful views of Zurich and Greater Zurich. And it will also take us to Kilchberg, where you can find Zurich's newest attraction, the Lindenhof of chocolate. And there you can discover how the world's most famous and finest chocolate is made.
That's really suggested to actually go to the Lindenhof of chocolate because it's a really, really great new attraction. So just to be clear, we're not going to be on the boat for 1.5 hours now. So this is what the tour does in total. But it's very nice with the Lake Zurich Navigation Company. Maybe Wiebke can correct me if I'm wrong, but if you have the ticket, you can actually hop on, hop off. So you can go to any stop you wish, hop off and then hop on again if you already have the ticket. Is that correct?
That is correct. And since we are a partner of the Zurich Transportation Network, you can discover everything in Zurich and also on the lake with just one ticket.
That's correct. So it's very convenient and it's actually part of the public transportation system. So if you maybe you know it, we also offer a Zurich Card here at Zurich Tourism, and with the Zurich Card, it's possible to also use the boats. So it's a ticket that allows you to go with all the public transportation in second class, unlimited for either 24 or 72 hours. And in this ticket, also the short lake cruise that the boat we are on now is also included. So Wiebke, we have a lot of agents that are working especially in the MICE sector. So they organize events, business meetings, and so on. What can the Zürich Lake navigation company offer in this sense?
First of all, our company is running a fleet of 17 boats. We have motor vessels of different sizes. We have 2 historic paddle steamers. Both are more than 100 years old. We have 3 Limmat boats that look like flat tourist buses and that are running on the River Limmat. And we are offering a wide range of cruises, of scheduled cruises, for example, the lake short cruise or the long lake cruise, which takes you from Zurich to Rapperswil in 4 hours and back again. Then we have a special product for tourists, the mini lake cruise, which is a new product. It takes 1 hour and brings you to the highlights of the lower part of the lake. So when you come with a group or or when you have a meeting, you can combine your meeting, your conference with a kind of framework or frame program, and you can step aboard and experience Zurich from the lake perspective.
Exactly. So thank you for the information. And is it possible, for example, also to do special events? What is the offer there? Or to charter a boat completely if there is a bigger group that wants to have the boat privatized?
There are 2 possibilities. The one thing is you can step aboard one of our unique cruises, which are running in the evening. And there you can have a barbecue in summer or a cheese fondue cruise. Or now the announcement is calling.
I think it. Can you hear us even if there is the announcement? Yeah, it's working.
Okay. Okay, back to the unique cruises. They are running in the evening, starting at 7 o'clock, 7:15 from Zurich Birkelplatz, Zurich's official port. And you can have a barbecue in summer or a cheese fondue in winter. You can have some meat from the hot stone grill, or you can even party. For example, you can do the salsa or line dance, or which is very special for me, a silent party with your headphones on. And it's perfect for groups, for dinners, for evening events when you have a conference. And the other thing I can recommend is to charter your own boat. You can nearly rent every boat of our fleet, also the steam paddlers, and you rent the boat together with the crew.
And what is the capacity of the boats? I guess you have different capacities for the different boats, but let's say what's the maximum capacity?
It starts with 40 people and ends with 200.
Wow, so it's actually a very big number. So I also know, maybe this is something that I saw myself here in Zurich during the night. The boats look amazing because they have actually the light around the boat, so you can see kind of a skeleton of a boat in the evening, and these are like party lights, and I like them very much. So it also at night they look very amazing. Also during the Swiss National Feast on the 1st of August, which is just in a few days. I don't know, do you this year, for example, do also the special cruises for the 1st of August?
Yes, of course. We have a special brunch cruise in the morning. And we also have 2 evening cruises with food a la carte or with a 3-course menu. And it's nice to cross the lake on this special day because you have fireworks around the lake, private fireworks, and it's very special panorama, of course.
So it's also definitely suggested to come to Zurich for the Swiss National Feast on the 1st of August. So maybe you've noticed, but we've started moving with the boat. So I will just turn the camera so you can see a little bit the panorama, the scenery. So we have, hold on a second. Okay. So here, I will just stand up so I can show you a bit better. So we have on this side, we are going now towards this way, it's towards south of Zurich. And on this side, we can see part of the city. Actually, I would have to go upstairs to see more, but we see already part of it, I would say. Also, right next to the lakeside, there is a new convention center that just opened up. This is, well, they renovated it, and it's the Zurich Convention Center. They also have a new restaurant opening on the 18th of August, and it's located very close to where I was before, so close to the Schanzengraben, and they have also capacity for very big events. Another thing that I would like to point out is this mountain. It's not a very tall mountain, but this is the Wettliberg. I think Jennifer might show you a picture of it afterwards as well. And the Wettliberg is Zurich's very own mountain. It's actually still in Zurich city, and that's the highest point of the city of Zurich. So it's about 848 meters tall. So I'm not sure about the number, if it's correct, but if I'm not mistaken, it's about 900 meters in total. So it's the highest point of the city. And from there, you have a beautiful view over the city of Zurich and over the lake. And when there is good weather, you also see the Swiss Alps. I will go to the other side. Okay, I will go to the other side of the boat, so I can show you a little bit the view from this side. So here you can see, there we have the old town of Zurich with the churches that we just left. And now we are going along the shore. This is a shore that's called Seefeld. And we have, well, there are a lot of very beautiful villas, houses, and a very big park where people usually go for swimming. There is, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a person swimming in the lake right now. As soon as the weather is nice again, the people in Zurich love to go and swim in the lake. Okay, so I will head back to Wiebke, see if she has something more to tell us. Okay, let me turn the camera again. Okay, so because is there something else maybe that you would like to point out, or some idea, something that you could do in with the Zurich Lake Navigation Company?
Yes, I want to add something for the boat charter. So you can rent the complete boat as it is with the regular furniture, or you can bring your own furniture. You can do everything completely new with new furniture, with plants, with a DJ or entertainer. And if you are planning, or if your clients are planning a wedding, unfortunately, it's not possible to have the ceremony itself on board. But if you like to have a reception, or if you want to throw a fabulous party, it's possible. So together with our partner, the Lake Zurich Gastronomy, we will do whatever it takes to make your day a perfect day.
Okay, so thank you very much. That's very beautiful information. So as you heard, also Jennifer was telling us before about some wedding location for Zurich. And as Wiebke just told us now, it's also possible to do the reception, for example, on the boats, which can be a really amazing experience, because Lake Zurich is actually quite big. For the whole tour around the lake takes about 4 hours. So it can be a very long party, and you see something different all the time. So it's a really amazing experience. But now I would like to introduce the fact that we have a quiz today. My headset again. So we have a quiz today, and actually one of the prizes is offered by Wiebke, so we can already thank her for the prize that she offered. I will share my screen so that you can see. I hope that it works this time. Okay. Dominic, can you maybe tell me if you can see now?
No, it's a black screen.
Okay, so I will share it like I was doing it before. Okay, gallery. Oh, no. Here it is. Now you can see it?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So this is the information for the quiz today. In order to participate to the quiz, you have to scan the QR code and enter your name, or other option, you can put this website, www.menti.com, and enter the code. And then enter your name. As you can see that there are two prizes today. The first prize is 2 Zurich cards for 72 hours, so for 2 persons. And the second prize is the prize that Witte offered us, the 9 o'clock day passes. So that means after 9 o'clock in the morning, it's possible to use the boats on Lake Zurich in first class for the whole day. So you can all share, start scanning the code. And Dominic, you can tell me when I should stop sharing my screen.
Okay, so let's have more people coming in. I see.
So how many people do we have so far, Dominic?
62.
Okay, so I would say let's wait one more second maybe.
Yeah. 69, 70, 71. Come on, more.
So you can, as I said, you can either scan the QR code or also enter the website www.menti.com and then enter the code and enter your name. So just for being clear, before if you scan the QR code, you don't need to enter the other code, the 8-number code. You just have to enter your name. You have to enter the 8-number code only if you need to use the website.
Yeah, just wait for another few more minutes and then. Come on. The code. We are 88 now. 90. Come on, let's hit 100. Come on, scan your code. Come on, pick out your phone and scan the QR code. Let's hit 100. Yay, we are 100.
We are 100, so I will stop sharing the screen now so that Dominic can share her screen, and there we go. And go with the question.
Okay, let's go. Can you see my screen now, everybody? Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see it.
So let's go for the first question. So what is the name of the river that flows in the middle of Zurich's Old Town? Is it the Rhine? Is it the Derby? Is it Limmat? Is it Ara? So tell us your answer. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, time's up. Oh, okay. Wow, we have 40 participants that had the right answer. The answer is Limmat. Congratulations. So we will have final winners, so please don't go away. We will have more questions coming up. So should I go to the next question, Anita? Anita.
Sorry, I was saying goodbye to Witte.
No problem. So
okay.
We have 40 people who answered correctly.
Okay, that's still the majority, so I'm happy with that. Yeah. Thank you everybody for participating.
Yeah, don't go because there's more.
There is more afterwards, yes. So now I will take over now again. So if Dominic, if you can stop sharing the screen so I can show. a question from my sister that's also participating to the webinar today. So ciao Veronica, my sister. She asked if she can participate to the quiz, and I would say no, you can't. Let's only everybody that's participating from Southeast Asia or from Asia in general participate to today's quiz. I already can take my sister around in Zurich enough, right? Okay. So now as you can see, I went down from the boat, so I'm not on the boat anymore. I will turn my camera so I can show you where I am exactly. So, well, here we have, of course, a beautiful view on the lake of Zurich. We have a body there that's a swimming area called Tiefenbrunnen. So we are almost at the border of the city of Zurich, but it's still Zurich city. Here we have, well, some people fishing. I don't know if you can see. The man here on the right side is fishing. And what we have here is something that's especially for the summer. It's a very big construction. I don't know if you can figure out what it is, but it is an open air cinema that always happens during the summer months in Zurich. So actually the screen now is lowered. When the movie starts, they move up the screen. So at least when you're waiting for the movie to start, you can have a wonderful view over the Lake of Zurich. And it's called the Allianz Cinema. So it's organized by an insurance that's here in Zurich. And it's this year it starts, if I'm not mistaken, on the 30th of July until the end of August. So it's usually 1 month that you can have the cinema here. And it's of course a very special experience for who is in Zurich during that time. Here on the right-hand side, we have another location that's called Lakeside. And the Lakeside can be also an event venue. So they have some meeting rooms, they can do banquets, they can do organize different things. And of course, they have the most beautiful view over the Lake of Zurich. So it's a very nice place. There are some works going on here because they are still preparing the cinema. I hope that the sound is not going to disturb you. But now I am moving forward and I will talk about this area where I am right now. So the boat tour that I took was from a place called Bürkliplatz. So that's the main port of Zurich. So it's the same name of as the square of the market. So Bürkliplatz. And the place where I got off the boat is called Zürich Horn. So it's basically the horn of Zurich. So if I show you on the Google Maps, so you can see where I am located right now. So here is Google Maps. So here you go. As you can see, we moved down quite a bit. So I started from that point over there. So that's where we were before. And I am now here. So it's kind of like a bend on the lake. It's like a corner, and actually the city of Zurich ends here at after Tiefenbrunnen, we go to the next village on Lake Zurich. So in the meantime, I am working forward to show you some also new location that we have here on the Zürich Horn that just reopened this year for the summer. It's a restaurant. Let me stop sharing the screen. So as I said, there are quite a lot of works going on here right now, so I have to be a bit careful. And somebody said just hello people behind me. So I don't know if you can hear them, but they're all saying hello. So everybody's welcoming you to Zurich. Okay. So now I am almost at the next location, and it's called Fischerstube, which means it's the living room of the fishermen, basically. And this is actually, it used to be a very old restaurant. It's been here since the 1930s, more or less, here in Zurich. And now they renovated it completely. As you can see, it looks like some fishermen huts. So it's a very nice restaurant. Now they just reopened. They have a beautiful terrace with wonderful views on the lake again. And they have different areas. So they have the main restaurant, They also have a smaller pavilion where that is possible to book exclusively for the people that want to organize events. It can also be a wedding location, since we were talking about weddings before. So this is the nice terrace that they have on the lake, and this one is the one that I was just talking about. It's a small private hut that is possible to rent for private events. So as you can see, well, they have the best location. They are actually standing on pillars on Lake Zurich, and it's similar to the first settlements that they found here on Lake Zurich, because actually here on Lake Zurich, in the place where I'm going to go afterwards, they found remains of prehistoric pile dwellings. So they were buildings that were standing on these pillars that you can see directly on the water, because it was very swampy land, the region between the Lake of Zurich and the River Limmat. It was really swampy. So they built their houses on top of pillars like that. So I really like this area. They renovated it a lot. So you see now I'm going on a nice small path. I have to be careful not to fall in the water. Okay, there. So I have to concentrate now. I do not want to fall in the water now. So I'm looking where I'm going. I'm not looking at what the camera is showing, but I hope that you can see it well. So new parts of the Zürich Horn. There we go. So I just passed over this. And as I said, this new place is called Fischerstube, which I can highly suggest for, I know right now it's not possible to organize events in Switzerland, but as soon as it's possible, again, I can highly suggest to look out for new areas or new locations in Zurich. So now I'm in a place where during the summer, now there are actually some people that are sunbathing already. Although it's not very hot, but there are still people sunbathing at this time. I will not show them for their privacy. But in any case, this place in the summer becomes very full. You can see here, this is a electric grill. So it's possible to do barbecues here right by the lake. It's a very nice location. And it's like, sorry, the garden over there where I'm going now, it's called the China Wiese, or in English, the China Garden, because the construction, the red construction that you see here in the end, is a Chinese garden that was actually given to Zurich as a present from the city of Kunming in China, because the city of Zurich helped them improve their sewage system and to have better water in the city of Kunming. So they gave us in exchange, they gave us this Chinese garden. I will show you some pictures of how it is inside. Unfortunately, I cannot go in right now because it's still closed. It opens at 11, but it's free of charge to enter inside the Chinese garden. And it's one of the Chinese gardens in Europe that has the best score as a Chinese garden, because it really follows the rules of the original Chinese garden. So you can see it here now on the screen, a picture of how it looks like inside, and I can also highly suggest to come and visit it. So I hope that I am explaining a lot of things that you maybe didn't know before, because it's a place that, as I said, there are no city tours that usually come this way, or very few of them. So I thought of showing this part, although if you know the city, probably you know that there are many other parts of Zurich that is very interesting to visit. For example, of course, the old town of Zurich, and also Zurich West, which is the ex-industrial area of the city. But yes, Zurich is the biggest city of Switzerland, only 430,000 people, but it's still quite big. Like if I wanted to walk now to Zurich West, I would take about an hour, no, maybe a bit less, 40 minutes. but walk. So I know that in most cities in Southeast Asia, it would not be possible to walk from one side of the city to the other in 40 minutes. So it's that's what I really like about Zurich, but that you can still walk. If you like walking, you can have very, very nice walks inside the city and see most parts. Now I have another thing to show you. So I just crossed the China Wiese, the grass in front of the China Garden. And I reached this place. For people that know something about architecture, this would be very familiar, because this is the Pavillon Le Corbusier, and Le Corbusier was a Swiss-French architect that was very, very famous and very successful. I will not tell you all the details about his style of architecture, but you can see there are different colors on the buildings, the green, red, yellow, black, because he created his own color palette. And this was actually the last building that Le Corbusier planned before his death. So it actually was completed after his death, and now it's part of the Museum of Design of Zurich. Okay, so now I am almost finished with this part, so I will pass over to Dominic again. And in the meantime, I will go for the next question, so be ready. In the meantime, I will catch a bike. So I'm very sporty today. I will go by bike to the next location while Dominic asks the second question of the quiz. So I will share my screen, or yes, I will share my screen and I will show the bikes afterwards. I will share my screen with the QR code.
Get ready, your phone, scan the QR code now.
Yes, scan the QR code, get ready. If you're still on the page, you can simply refresh the one you had before.
Yeah, come on, get ready, scan, scan, scan.
Dominic, you can tell me when there are 150 people logged in this time. No, I'm joking. 100 people. The people that participated before, they absolutely have to participate. Otherwise, they will probably have no chance to win one of the prizes.
Yeah.
So scan, scan, scan the QR code. Also for people that didn't participate to the first question, you can still hop in.
Yeah. So I have 79 now. Come on, let's hit 150 this time. Because we have more than 200 plus participate today. So we can do it. 150. Come on, take out your phone. Start scanning. Oh wow, we are so quick, and we are already so quick. We are already more than 100. Come on, keep going, keep going. And 105. Come on, let's go, go, go.
Okay, I will just stop sharing for a second so I can show you the bikes. In the meantime, you can still log in for the quiz, but these are the bikes. There are actually a lot of stations like this. These are called PubliBike, and it's possible to rent. We have e-bikes, as you can see here in the back, and also normal bikes. I will take an e-bike now. I have my card, but it's possible also to do it with the mobile. It's not working now. I scan it and it's open. So now I can use this bike. And now I will share the screen again with the QR code just for a moment.
We have.
Okay.
Okay, scan.
And I will prepare.
Okay. Now we have 112. Come on, keep going, scan. Let's hit 150 if we can. Don't hide your phone. Take out your phone. Come on. Start scanning. Don't forget to put your name after you scan as well. Okay, we have 113. Okay, come on, scan. You can hear Anita writing. Come on, let's 116. Okay, maybe at 150, maybe it's too.
Okay, should I stop sharing?
We wait for at least 120. We have 150. Now, 5 more to go. Come on, scan. Take out your phone and scan. Okay. 16. 4 more to go. Scan. 3 more to go. The numbers keep going down and up, down.
Oh.
3 more to go. Okay.
Okay, so should I stop sharing?
Okay.
Okay, so in a second. Oh. Okay.
Okay, so let me share my screen now. Okay. Can you see my screen? Everybody can see my screen now? Can you see my screen, Jennifer? Yeah, so let's go for the next question. Now, the next question is, which of these activities is possible to do in Lake Zurich? Boat tours, water tours, swimming, all the options. It's either those three or you can do all three. So, pin in your answer. Which of these activities is possible to do in Lake Zurich? Boat tours, water sports, swimming, or all of the options. 3, 2, 1, the time's up. Wow, we have 64 participants that answered all of the options. Very good. Let's see the scoreboard. So please stay tuned. Don't go away, because the final score will define the main winner at the end of our session. Okay, Anita, back to you. Don't go away, everybody. You have to stay to the end.
Yeah, I have not arrived yet to the next location, but I will bike in the meantime.
Yes.
Maybe you can see if there are already some questions that I can answer while I'm biking.
Yes. So earlier on with the boat cruise, somebody was asking, is there any expiry date on the card and the pass?
For the Zurich Card, you mean?
The Zurich Lake cruise.
Well, it depends on which ticket you take. There are some tickets that last for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
There are daily tickets. I usually suggest to take the daily ticket. So as I said before, you can hop on, hop off exactly during the whole day. And in general, I find if you know that you're going to be around Zurich for the whole day, then it's definitely suggested to get a daily ticket, because then it lasts for 24 hours. So actually, if you use it, you use the first time at 11 in the morning on the first day until 11 in the morning on the next day, you can still use the tickets. Okay. Or, as I mentioned before, take a Zurich card. So with the Zurich card, you have 2 options. One is for 24 hours and one is for 72 hours. Mm-hmm. And they allow you to go on public transportation for 24 or 72 hours, unlimited inside the city zone. Yeah. And also includes a lot of entrances to many museums in Zurich. So it's a very convenient ticket.
So basically, not to worry, we'll share all the information with you for whoever who participate today. Then the next question was that does the cruise is the cruise available during winter time?
Yes, the cruises go all year round. They just have different schedules. So in the summer, they run a bit more often. So they start earlier in the morning, and there are more cruises that run. In the winter, a little bit less. But as far as I know, for if somebody wants to charter a whole boat, there are no restrictions with the time, so they can organize it at any time during the day.
Okay, so the cruise, we understand you have different types, and then somebody was asking that whether you have a cruise that is only for 40 pax capacity kind of boat capacity.
Yes, so the capacity, she said, it's between 40 to 200 people, and they have different size boats. So there are some boats that are 2 floors, like the one that we were on before, and there are some boats that only have 1 floor. And then they have also some steamboats, so it's the original older boats, which are also very nice and more traditional.
Okay, great. Let's double check whether any other. How much is the ticket to join this cruise, this 1 hour cruise?
Now it's a difficult question. I don't know by heart. For the day ticket, the daily ticket for the whole region of Zurich, it costs about 6 francs, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Because I pay for a 24-hour ticket from my place, I pay 8 francs 80. But it's actually more extra zones that you would not need. So it's definitely less than 8 francs. The exact price I would not know.
It depends where you're going and how many hours. So it ranges from 6 francs upwards. So depending.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm almost at the next location.
Yes, I can see that. You are reaching the Opera House, I guess.
Yes, exactly. I will just put myself in a nice spot. Maybe you can see me now.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so now I am, like Dominic said, I'm standing on the square in front of the Opera House, which is the building that you just saw. This very big, nice building here, yeah, the white one. And it's known to be one of the best opera houses in Europe. And I really, really like the building. I think it's one of the most beautiful buildings in Zurich. And this square is called the Sechseleutenplatz. It's the biggest square in Zurich. And since 2014, they made this quartzite floor, which comes from the Alps in Switzerland. So it's a very nice floor. And the city of Zurich said that this square can be used for a maximum of 180 days a year as an event location. So there are many very big events that take place on this square. For example, in spring, there is the event called Sechselüte. Okay, that's the same name as of the square. So Sechselüte Platz, so the Sechselüte Square, and the Sechselüte, or Sechseleuten in High German, is the spring festival. So maybe some of you are familiar with it. It's a very famous spring festival here in Zurich because we have a tradition where there is a parade inside the old town of Zurich, where the guild houses or the members of the guild houses that were already active during the Middle Ages, they parade in the old town of Zurich, and then they come to the square to burn the bug. And the bug is basically a snowman, but it's not made out of snow. It's a snowman made out of carton and paper, and they have hay inside the snowman. And inside the head of the bug, there are explosives. So the tradition says that during the Sechselüte, which always takes place in spring, they have to burn the bug. And depending on how long the fire takes to reach the head of the bug, so if it takes less time than 15 minutes, the coming summer will be good. So it's like a superstition, let's say it like that. The summer will be either good or bad, depending on how fast the bug's head explodes. So this is a tradition that we have in Zurich, and it's a very, very nice party and festival. Some other events that take place on the Sechseleutenplatz are the Circus Knie, that's the main national circus of Zurich. and also the Zurich Film Festival, which will take place in end of September this year, and always takes place in autumn anyways. And in winter time, there is always also the Christmas market on the square. It's my favorite Christmas market in Zurich because it's an outdoor and very big with a lot of food stalls where you can try different kinds of food. So yeah, that's it from the Sechseleutenplatz. I will now pass the word again to Jennifer that will tell you some more about weddings in Switzerland. See you later.
Give me a second. Let me try and share the screen. Okay, can you guys see it? Can you guys see the screen?
Not yet, no.
Okay. Let's try. Are you guys seeing it now?
Yes, now yes.
Great. So like what Anita was saying, this is the view of Lima. So just to have some visuals, I think it's a beautiful day. So all of you can see exactly what she has shown. So I dive right back down to destination weddings. So for weddings, we always ask why Switzerland? So a lot of times wedding guests that comes over to Switzerland, they actually value their privacy and confidentiality. Again, Switzerland also is located in the center of Europe, accessible for guests everywhere. They are able to arrive at anywhere and everywhere with the transportation system as well. You have the intact backgrounds, breathtaking backgrounds that you can actually take your photos of. Extraordinary venues, variety of wedding styles, be it all white, adventure, cable car, boats, wherever you can think of it, we can do it, even in igloo as well. Caters to your every need. I think like what I talked about previously in Zurich, you can do it a very intimate one, which is just two, elopement style that a lot of people are very keen to do right now, or a celebratory event that, you know, it could be a big splash like what some of our influencer has done, which is Jessica Cindy. She actually does for Crazy Rich Asians. She's actually the gown designer. Then of course, the pre-post social program that is for your guests. That is what a lot of attractions that we talked about with Anita as well. And to actually have a marriage over in Switzerland, you can actually have it legalized. So that you can actually just email me and I'll let you know more information about that if you have such inquiries. So just some pictures to get you very excited. I talk about the boats. I think even the lake cruise over in Zurich, we can do that as well. Variety of wedding styles, you know, adventure wedding, you know, this is one of the weddings that we have in Zurich as well. Just two, very intimate, a memorable event with all your friends and family around. So just some visuals to get you excited about it. Then it comes to the resource. So over here, again, you know, if you don't want to type, you can always just scan. It leads you to our page, switzerland.com/weddings. Inside, there's 101 resources for you that you will need. So there are selections for you. There's even a budget corner where you can actually have a little budget on what a Swiss wedding would actually cost. Some inspirational content would be our Instagram page at My Switzerland Wedding, and also Pinterest. That would be something that you can actually get inspiration from and pin it, so your clients is able to understand what kind of wedding styles we do have over in Switzerland. Then, of course, another nifty trick, if you're on our page on your phone or wherever you're at, is if you click on wedding location, you can actually filter down to the exact region that you want the wedding to be held. So for example, in Zurich, you could just filter Zurich and you would have all the different wedding location that's suggested for Zurich. So very, very easy for you when you do your quotation, or when a guest asks you about a possible wedding or even a honeymoon location over in Switzerland as well. So then, you know, while I think Anita is still cycling, we can see her cycling, we can show you a little video to get you a little inspired as well with destination wedding over in Switzerland. Let me press play. Yes, so even a proposal. So that is something that would also inspire some of you to have your clients do this in Switzerland. Then, of course, something new that I would like to share with you is we, for destination weddings, we have a specialization module over in the Switzerland Travel Academy. So if you guys want to kind of test your knowledge about Switzerland, and its destination wedding location, go into this website. I will put it in the chat later, and you can actually get yourself certified as a destination wedding expert. You don't it's not necessary for you to complete the whole course, but I really encourage you to finish all the core module. But if you just finish the specialization module on destination wedding, just let me know. And in lieu of all the gift giving or prize giving, I'll also be giving a little token for anyone that actually completed the destination wedding module over on this academy site. And then I think Anita has reached already. So then the program for guests for weddings, I think we have covered so much: city tours, village tour, cruises, cable car rides, the Lindenhof of chocolate, FIFA Museum, Zurich Zoo, and many more. That would be really attractive for people who are attending wedding as well. So now I'll pass that back to Anita for you to know a little bit more about Zurich. Here you go. Let me stop share.
Jennifer, didn't you want to show the next slide as well? Otherwise, you can also share it afterwards for me.
Yes, the surprise. I almost forgot the really big surprise of the very famous location. Here you go.
The one don't forget.
So one of the out-of-box surprise location in Zurich would be the film location for Crash Landing on You, which is where Anita is at now. So I will stop share for you to take over.
Exactly. Thank you, Jennifer. So yeah, as you can see, maybe you can recognize a little bit the bridge that's behind me. I'm on the Münsterbrücke. So it's one of the locations where Junseri, she was walking here, more or less where I am right now. So it's one of the locations that I think will become for sure very famous for the travelers that know the Crash Landing on You series, which I really loved so much. And so from here, actually, I don't know if in the series was so clear, but you have a beautiful view on the Grossmünster, which is the church with the two towers. And right on the other side, you have the view on the St. Peter's Church. The St. Peter's Church is actually the church in Europe that has the largest clock face. So it's 8 meters, more than 8 meters, and basically every minute jump. So every minute jump that the clock makes is 45 centimeters. So it's almost a meter long jump. And on the other side here, we have the Fraumünster, the other famous church of Zurich, which is famous especially because of its beautiful stained glass windows that were painted by Marc Chagall. So this is some other highlights in Zurich, and definitely the Münsterbrücke with as a Chloe location is going to become extremely famous, and it is also very, very beautiful. So that was it from this location. Now it's time for the last quiz question. So I hope you're ready. I will start sharing the QR code again so that you can log in again. Now everybody should know how it works, so it should become quick. And here it is. And in the meantime, I will bike to the next location. So Dominic, again, you can tell me when to stop sharing.
Everybody take out your phone and start scanning. Wow, this time is really fast.
Yeah, I said it. They already know how it works now. Just don't be too fast because I need to have the time to get to the next location, right? Oops.
Scan, scan. Don't take out your phone and scan here. We are already 100 participants. We have 220 plus today.
Already logged in for the quiz?
No, for the webinar session.
Ah,
But for the quiz, we are now 101. Come on, let's hit more people to participate and scan. Now, for those who, if you think you can't manage to scan, you can go on the website at www.menti.com and use the code 32521222.
Dominic, can you still see the screen?
I see Let's Meet Zurich,
Okay, because
not the QR code.
yeah, because it my phone locked.
Sleep mode.
Yes, it fell asleep. Okay, here we go.
Okay, this is the final question, and then after that we will know who has the highest score. Come on.
How many people do you have now?
100 and goes one, and then after it goes back 100. Now we have 103.
Come on, it's the last chance. If you do not answer this question, there are probably very low chances that you can win the prize. So everybody should try.
So 100.
And you have to be very quick, because the quickest person to respond gets the more points for the question. So maybe stretch out your thumbs, get ready for the question.
Okay.
I am very glad that I took an e-bike, because I am going upwards now. And without an e-bike, I would not be able to talk to you.
Come on.
Okay, so should I?
Few more minutes. Let's. Okay, we can. You can stop share now, and then let me share my screen.
Okay. So it's good, right?
And my screen now. You can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, so let's begin. Oops, what happened? Okay. So now, how many fountains with drinkable water are there in Zurich City? About 200, about 400, about 800, or about 1,200? How many fountains with drinkable water are there in Zurich City? Zurich has so many drinkable water fountains, which I like the most. Okay, time's up. Okay, we have for wow. Okay, let's see. Okay. So do I go to the next slide, Anita? We have so many, so beautiful. So I go to the next slide, right? I cannot.
Yes, that's okay. No, not the next one though, because the next one will show who's the winner,
Okay.
and we want to wait for that.
So
we want to leave a little bit of suspense.
Few of the Lima as well with Fraumünster, and then I think those who have been to Zurich before, you always pass by here, and isn't it amazing to remember this place again?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, so
I will
now
stop.
you can stop sharing for a moment, so I can show you the last location that I think, well, Jennifer told you about it before, and I think that most of you will recognize it. Dominic, I still see your screen. I don't know if, okay, perfect. So now I am on the Lindenhof, and the Lindenhof is, as we said before, one of the locations of the shooting of Crash Landing on You. And it is one of the most beautiful views in Zurich, in my opinion. So here you see the Grossmünster. So it's the view where the two main characters of Crash Landing on You pass in front of one of these benches, actually here, in the song of the series. Sorry, it's a bit hot now. And yes, in my opinion, the Lindenhof is definitely one of the most beautiful views in Zurich. I will show you everything because you can see the river Limmat. You can see also right now there is one of the Limmat boats that Wiebke was talking about earlier. As you can see, it's a very flat boat because it has to pass below all the bridges here in the Zurich Old Town. So it's a very nice perspective because you are on the water and next to you, you can see the two sides of the Zurich Old Town, which is really, really beautiful. And then yes, on the other side, we can see the Grossmünster again with the river Limmat. So it's really a wonderful view. You always see the trams passing by down on the Limmat Quay, which is the road that passes next to the Limmat. And also the quarter that is down here, there are some old buildings. It's called Schipfe. So the part right below the Lindenhof. And it's a very, very beautiful quarter. There is a restaurant, there are some boutique shops, and it's just very cute and very historical. Very shortly about the Lindenhof, this is actually one of the locations where this history of Zurich started, because about already more than 2,000 years ago, there were the first settlements here on the Lindenhof. And there were some remains that were found here on the square. So it's today is just a public square where people can come and enjoy the view, of course. But on the other side, we have also two chessboards, like two gigantic chessboards where it's possible to play chess. And some people also come here and play boccia, which is a pétanque, or it's kind of a bowling where you have to throw a ball and make it get as close as possible to the smaller ball. So that's it for me. I really hope that you enjoyed today's small tour in Zurich. And I know it's still not possible for you to travel here, but I would be very, very happy to welcome everybody of you and of course of your clients to Zurich as soon as it is allowed again. I see that a lot of people are talking about memories, so I'm really happy to read these very positive comments. I had a lot of fun preparing for this webinar and also taking you around Zurich. Now, I'm a bit sweating, but it's
a water fountain nearby.
Yes, there is a fountain right in front of me. Okay. So actually, I already have a bottle that's filled with water, but I think I will refill here. We have a very beautiful fountain here on the Lindenhof.
Anita, just special to share something special about Lindenhof. You know, the tree. Understand that the leaves, you can also have tea. Lindenhof tea.
Yes. And yes, correct. You can have a linden. Linden is a lime tree, so it's possible to also have the tea with this the leaves and the flowers of these trees.
Yeah, and also gin, right? The gin that is made out of this tree.
Correct. Yes, we actually have a couple of gin factories here in Zurich, and they take the leaves and the flowers of this tree to make it. And actually, the name of the Lindenhof comes from the trees, because lime tree in German is called Linden, and Hof means courtyard. So basically, this is the courtyard of the lime trees. And there are about 52 lime trees planted here. So it's well, the name comes also because they planted these trees more than 500 years ago. Anyways, I see that some people have to leave soon, so I would say it's time to show the results of the quiz. So we can name the winner.
Okay, I'll share my screen now.
Perfect.
So let's see who's the winner. I hope the winner did not leave.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Okay, so
let's do some drum rolls.
Let's go.
Okay, let's see. Okay, it looks like Lamera is the winner for the first prize. And the second prize, oh,
sorry, what happened there?
Okay. Second prize goes to Villas. So if you could share an email with Dominic or me, then we will send you the prizes via email. So as we said before, the prize is the first prize for Lamera is 2 Zurich cards. Perfect. So you can maybe Dominic can send the email address, or you probably already have Dominic's email address anyways. And you can send an email to her, and then we will get you your prize. And Villas is the lucky winner of 2 tickets for the Lake Zurich Navigation Company. So thank you very much for participating. It was great fun.
Lynn and Villas, please email me your full name, your email address, your mobile contact details, your company name, and your address that you wish for us to send the prize to you. Do not forget, please email me. Thank you very much. So thank you so much. So I have one last information to share with you. I'm going to stop share my screen. Now, this coming September from the 7th to 9, we have a virtual second virtual Zurich Chapter experience together with our partners. We have more than about 20 over partners that will do a one-to-one networking. Now, I would encourage you to please sign up. You can scan this QR code here now on the screen to register as soon as you can. Do register, and then there you could, once you click this QR code, and then you will go into this website, and then there is information of the program, so you have an idea what will you be doing, and then there is a link that you can click to register all your details in. So I encourage you to register. Now, if you miss this, not to worry, I will also share with you the link so that you could also take a look and register. Okay. And now, next one, shall I go or Jennifer?
Just follow all of us. All our updates are on our socials, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, the page, and the most important one is the trade corner, which is right at the bottom, corner.stnet.ch/trade/Southeast Asia. So a really great webinar. We thank Anita as well for such a great sharing. I think she's spiking. Hope she can hear us. Thank you so much. And I leave for Dominic to do the closing too.
Thank you.
I can hear. Can I maybe just say very quickly as well? If you want to also follow Zurich Tourism on Instagram and Facebook, we are called Visit Zurich. So it's very easy. We would be very happy to have also more followers from Southeast Asia. So thank you so much. It was great fun, and I will give back to Dominic.
Yeah, so thank you very much for all of you to take your time we had today. I hope I inspire you a little bit about Zurich City and some memories back. And do stay tuned. Now we will have another exciting session. I won't tell you which region. I will keep you posted. I'll send you on the August the 12th. We will have another webinar session. I will send you and please do support us, join in so that you're able to have some idea. You can start to plan, and for when the borders are open, I'm very sure we could all travel again. So take care, stay safe. Until then, see you. Bye.
Bye bye. I am going to the office now, so if somebody wants to follow.
Okay, guys, I just checked for any messages. Yeah, if those who want to stay on, Anita is going to to the office.
Yeah, I'm on the Bahnhofstrasse, the one I was showing you also before.
Yeah, we have one of the participants, Miss Shopping, Miss Spruley. The Spruley that is around the corner.
Yeah, so here the famous Bahnhofstrasse with all the shops, and we have the trams. Here are some of the shops. There's Ambassadeur. You can see there are quite a few people around in Zurich today.
Yeah. To see things are getting back to normality.
Yes, more or less. I mean, I would say the atmosphere in the city is already quite normal. It's not as it was before, but you can see people going around. There are people going to the museums, and it's not compulsory to wear the mask outside. So it's quite relaxed. And there you also see a lot of people in the restaurants.
Yeah.
Because restaurants are open as well.
It's very nice.
Yes. Of Bahnhofstrasse now. Oh, I'm so happy that today is a beautiful weather because yesterday was raining, but today is beautiful, sunny but nice temperature. It's not too hot, so I was still wearing the jackets the whole time.
Yeah.
Were there more questions, Dominic? Maybe that we didn't understand, didn't answer before.
We answered most of them.
Perfect. So it's good that we had the time during my biking. I could answer at least the questions.
We answered most of them, so it's good.
Yeah. Here there is a restaurant that maybe most of you know is the famous Hiltil.
Yeah.
The first vegetarian restaurant in the world. Well, it has the Guinness World Record for being the first and longest standing vegetarian restaurant. It's very delicious.
I love it. Yes, super delicious.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, Anita. It's quite challenging and a bit out of breath, a little bit, right?
Yeah, sometimes I was really out of breath when I was walking and talking in the same moment. Actually, on the bike, it was easier because being an e-bike, I was able to breathe better. But while walking and having to talk the whole time, it's quite difficult.
Maybe it would be maybe one of the days we just do like a bike and a scenery.
Yeah, it's just more difficult to have the camera standing straight because I cannot hold it with my hand.
Can get a GoPro.
Yeah, that would be very, but can you do a Zoom meeting with a GoPro? That I'm not sure.
I think you can link, I think, some kind of app that's able to do a app link to API across to Zoom, possible to explore.
GoPro.
Okay, because I had a GoPro before, and I know that there is the app that you can connect on the mobile, and then you see the screen on the mobile. But I'm not sure about linking the GoPro video with the Zoom. That we would have to check out, but that would be a good idea.
Maybe one of the day we can test it. I'll test my GoPro. I didn't use my GoPro for a long time.
I lost mine.
Oh no!
Or I think somebody stole it. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was on holiday, and then I know that in the airport I had it. I was flying back home, but then after the trip, I didn't find it anywhere anymore. So I think that somebody snatched it at the airport.
Oh my God.
Was it in your check-in luggage?
No, it was my hand luggage.
Okay. Because in check-in luggage, at least they probably could find a little bit.
Yeah.
Or somebody feedback, I think it's from Thailand, Suwana, saying that Anita, you have strong energy.
Yeah, I'm very
lot of muscles.
I like doing sports.
You do.
And as I said before, I really, really love walking around the city. So also now to come back to the office, I could have taken a tram,
Yes.
but it's just so nice to walk around Zurich. So
Why you
that's
so,
what I prefer to do.
that's why you're so slim. You're fit.
What?
That's why you're fit and slim.
Yeah.
You know, when I was living in Switzerland, yeah, I walk a lot, and yeah, I was really fit. I love walking.
Yeah.
I
But I also before the summer I always become more sporty because I know that I'm going to the seaside or to the lake. So I try always before the summer to do a lot of sports.
Yeah, I miss during the summer going swimming in the lake and then going back to the office.
Yeah.